Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In-The-Money Stocks. Today is January 16, 2015. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts. You're going to see the S&P 500 E-mini futures have been on a roller coaster ride. They traded down to around 1970, then all the way up here, right around the 1988, 1989 level. They've come all the way back down, and now they're making a series of lower highs. So it's going to be a very, very interesting Friday trading session. Generally on Fridays, we look for a flat to slightly positive day, but the market has been very, very tumultuous lately, so you want to be a little bit on the guarded side here. I'm not sure if that will play out. But one thing I will say is that with all the currency moves that have been taking place, we'll take a look at that in a moment. This is going to be another wild ride. It is also options expiration today. You're going to have a lot of equities expire, so just understand during Options X you still get a lot of turbulence. Generally on an Options X day, the first hour, 2 hours will be the most active. Then things will slow down as you come toward the latter part of the day, as you hit the lunch hour and so forth. There are a lot of stocks in the news today. We're going to start off with Intel. They reported earnings last night after the closing bell. Stock immediately sold off, and then it has rebounded right back to basically where it was at the close. It closed yesterday at $36.19. It's trading right now at $36.37. Now, we don't care really what the report said. We just really care about the reaction in the market. And right now, when I look at the stock, I have to think there's still a lot of resistance up around the 37.50 level if it can trade up there. So I don't really see much more upside than that. And the downside on this one, believe it or not, could be back down to around the 34.90 level. So we'll keep Intel on the radar today. We're going to probably trade this thing at some point in the intraday stock chat room. Come on over, take a 7-day free trial to that, and you'll see everything that we're going to trade this morning. Next stock on my list here is Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs reported earnings. Stock is trading at $175.50. I have worked out gap levels for Goldman this morning, so we will be looking to play Goldman Sachs. It is right in our wheelhouse this morning, so we are going to look to play this stock once the opening bell rings. This one will be in play today. So again, come on over, take that 7-day free trial. We'll be watching Goldman Sachs. Let's take a look at PNC Financial. This is another big financial firm. It looks like it's trading decently higher, but the volume here is very, very light. So you got to be a little bit careful. There's also a lot of resistance at around $90.20. So again, we'll see if PNC can hold up. But this is a stock that will be in play today. So keep that on the radar. If this stock, if this is not really even a real print and the stock opens up down here, it's hard to see a lot of downside from here because the stock has been really beaten up on the daily chart already. So if you take a look at the daily chart, you'll see that it's been down significantly from the $93 level really to the $82 level. So a lot of whatever news they reported is probably already baked into the cake. But either way, PNC will be on the radar today. Let's take a look at PCP, which is Precision Cast Parts. And you're going to see that this is getting hit today. Stock closed at $219.72. It's now trading at $202. There's a big support level here around the $200 mark. So again, it didn't quite get there. It got pretty close. If that level breaks, I'm going to have levels in the chat room where we would look to play this. But this is a pretty big fall for PCP, which is generally a pretty steady stock. But all in all, pretty good decline here before the opening bell. Now talk about declines. This is the biggest one I've seen today. FXCM, a lot of you may know it. It's the foreign exchange broker. A lot of you may trade currencies through this company. But look at the drop here since yesterday. So the stock really sold off, and then look where it is. It really sold off yesterday, trading down to around $12.63. But look where it's trading this morning. This is pretty dramatic. It's trading at $1.47. So there's no play here whatsoever. There's really no need to trade this name at all. When you see something like this, unfortunately, it could mean bankruptcy or a company going into bankruptcy protection. So again, don't do anything with this equity at all. I'm going to stay away from it, steer clear from it. But FXCM definitely being swallowed up by that Swiss bank action that took place the other day. So again, you could just see how a company can be decimated when they're leveraged, and all of these financial institutions are leveraged. But this is really just an absolute decimation of a stock and and a company for that matter. So again, foreign exchange broker FXCM, pretty much getting wiped out of its equity in that move by the Swiss National Bank yesterday when they decided to undo that peg to the euro or to the dollar at 120. Looking at a couple of other equities here, Schlumberger could be in play. It looks like they raised their dividend. Nobody would expect that to happen. Schlumberger, I believe, raised their dividend by 25%. So, all in all, I guess the stock is hanging in there. But I'm still in the camp that this one can trade lower if oil trades lower. So if oil trades down, don't rule out that Schlumberger could trade down to around 71.85. That's where I'm seeing mathematical support around that level. I'm not sure if it's going to get there, but if it does, there could be a spot where you look for a little bit of a bounce on Schlumberger. Not sure if that's going to happen. Next one I want to look at is SunTrust. This one will be in play today. STI is the ticker symbol here. This is a regional bank. Right now it's trading at 36.60. Not doing a lot. It closed at 36.71, but we'll see what it does when it opens up, because this one will be in play at some point, and we'll try to have some levels ready for you there once this one does open up. So again, there's a lot of action out here today. There's a lot happening right now. The futures are down 2 3/4 points. We'll see how it all plays out. Looking over the gold market, gold is up $1.80. Gold had a huge move yesterday. It may need to rest or pause a little bit. If you look at the GLD today, see the GLD sitting right at 121.65. So it is trading up again. But gold has been a monster to the upside recently. Let's take a look at crude oil. Crude oil is actually trading up 97 cents to $47.70 a barrel. Now remember, with crude, yesterday crude was up over $2 before the market opened, and then sold off, and it was down $2 by the close. So crude still in a very, very volatile situation. There's no defined low in crude oil just yet. So we'll see how that all plays out. Right now, if you take a look at the USO, USO is trading at $17.84. So again, crude is still very, very volatile, and traders want to be aware of that. All right, I think I've covered everything that I wanted to get through today. We're going to watch how this market opens. We're going to have some gap plays in the chat room. Come on over. They'll be posted up right at 9 a.m. With that being said, everybody, have a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts.